What's good, y'all? I am back with another video.
Another one.
We'd love to see it. Before I get into today's topic, I'd just like to thank you guys for watching the videos. If you like what you're seeing, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below because we'd love to see it. Love the fan base and love you guys supporting me. Now, without further ado, today's topic is the Freshman 20. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so quick disclaimer, I just want to make sure everybody understands that this video is not to shame you or to make you feel like your body is any way other than the way it should be. Everybody has a different body image, and the last thing you want to do is compare yourself to other people or think that you're not okay just because you don't look like somebody else. This is not the case. Everybody's going to fill out, everybody gains weight naturally as you get older. Even I gained weight, as I got older. This video is to eliminate unhealthy behaviors that people pick up in college. Like eating, like exercising, those types of things. All right, so just a little bit of information for you guys about me. I am a certified personal trainer. I have my certifications in strength and conditioning, as well as as a nutritionist coach. So I do have a little bit of idea about what I'm talking about. In addition, I was a freshman, and I saw a lot of people gain the freshman 15, the freshman 20, and the freshman 30.
Dang, that's tough.
And I'm not kidding. So that is a little bit about me. I'm also 6'6". I went in, I was, I think, maybe 195. And I think I came out at like maybe 200, 205. So obviously I did fill out a little bit and I did gain some weight. But like I said earlier, that's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? So don't necessarily be worried just because you gain a little bit of weight. But that is a little bit about me. And now we're going to get into the actual content. So with making progress in terms of your health for freshman year, there are just two things that I have to say. One is focus on small, consistent steps that are realistic for you. So what do I mean by that? If you're somebody who only exercises maybe once or twice a week and it's not really that vigorous, don't set a goal for yourself to try and work out 8 times a week and then do 3 hours of cardio on top of that, right? Do something realistic. So if I don't exercise at all, it might be realistic for me to say 2 or 3 times a week, I'm gonna start walking 15 minutes a day. That's realistic and that's something you are likely to stick with. So those are the type of goals that I'm talking about making. In addition to that, it's really important when you're making your goals that you focus on the actions and not the results. So what do I mean by that?
Wow, that's a great question.
What I mean is, if I'm, go back to that last example, right? If I'm saying I'm gonna walk 15 minutes a day, I'm taking pride in the fact that I am walking 15 minutes a day, not in trying to lose weight, not in trying to keep up with anybody else, not trying to do anything else. It's not about the results. All you can really focus on is the actions that you're going to take to reach your goals. All right, so the next category is food. So this kind of takes some planning and some preparation. Before you go to a college, you need to figure out what you're going to do. I'm sure you guys have heard the term, those who fail to plan to fail. Okay, so what I mean by that is make some preparations and figure out what you're going to do before you get there. So I know Hampton offers, basically it's a cafeteria and they give out 3 meals a day. For me, I eat more than 3 times a day.
You weird, buddy. You're weird.
It is what it is. So I had to make plans to get food outside of those 3 times a day, right? So whatever the case is for you, you might need to call the college, you might need to talk to people who've gone there, whatever it is going to be, especially if you're living off campus, you even more so, because then you're going to be buying your own groceries. So you need to figure out what it is you want to do. So in terms of the actual food itself, I'm not a fan of counting carbs. I think that makes life way too difficult. The focus should just be on living healthy. And so the best ways to do that is make sure you're getting as many fruits and vegetables at every meal as possible. So servings and servings, you should have more fruits and vegetables than anything else. You also want to make sure to avoid a lot of sugary foods and a lot of foods that are really oily or greasy, right? So that's simple. Fruits and veggies, avoid sugar, oils, and grease. That's literally it. Besides that, enjoy yourself. Obviously, don't eat too much. Now, another thing that I know a lot of college students do, and sometimes I'm guilty of too, is I'm sitting here studying. I've been studying for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 days. I'm just studying. It's just snacking. And snacking, I mean, we all do it, but you want to try to avoid that as much as possible.
What about 11s? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper. He knows about them.
So what I like to do, if you guys like Doritos or chips, Cheez-Its, whatever it is, don't eat from the bag, don't eat from the box. Pour yourself some out so that you know how much you're eating, because that's how it happens. You start with 1 chip, and then it's 2 chips, and then you reach again, there are no chips left. It's just how it is, human nature, right? So pour yourself some out and try to avoid snacking if it is at all possible. All right, y'all, so the third component to being healthy in college and avoiding that freshman 20 is obviously exercise. So again, I want to reiterate, do what you can do, right? Take small steps to reach your goals, not large steps. So I know for me, high school basketball, I lifted weights, I was around a lot of activity growing up. So for me, my goal in college was to exercise 3 or 4 times a week. And I usually that included like lifting weights, playing basketball, things like that, right? And so with these, it's really important. I would really suggest you try and find friends, because with studying, with pretty much anything, I mean, a group is going to help you. There would be days I was like, bro, I'm just not feeling it. Don't feel like doing it. But I would have a friend like, I'm gonna go to the gym, come on. And they would like drag me out of my bed, drag me from the game, drag me from a book for a second. So definitely try and make friends, even if, that's as simple as going to the gym and seeing like, oh, there's another guy, he's been here, I see him a couple of times. Let me ask him if he wants to go get lunch or something like that. And then you guys become friends, you guys really work out with each other. For girls, I know a lot of girls, especially at Hampton, they'll go on walks in the morning, go on jogs. It's just as simple as saying, hey, I see you walking, do you mind if I walk with you? Just those types of things are really important. So in general, my tip would be to try and work out 2 to 4 times a week, like 30 minutes to an hour. And it doesn't have to be super rigorous, but just something like a light jog, switching on and off with walking, going to play basketball, throwing the football. You just want to be active. I know a lot of people like to try and work out every day of the week or 6 times a week. But realistically, especially if you have a difficult major, I am a biology pre-med major, so I know it can get difficult sometimes. It's not always doable, and you're not always going to have the energy to go do it. So make a realistic goal. So for me, 2 to 4 times a week, try to err on the side of, the 3 or 4 times a week is a good goal to set. All right, so that was the last tip I have for you guys. Just to recap over the things I said. 1, don't compare yourself to other people. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help anything. Don't compare yourself to other people. Number 2, plan. Those who fail to plan to fail. And number 3, we have take small steps to reach your goal. Small, doable steps. And then the last step, number 4, is get friends to help you achieve your goals, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Really appreciate that. Let me know down in the comments what the hardest part of keeping the freshman 15 off is going to be for you. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.